So I have lots to do. So we're back. So I am changing, I'm taking this off so it could fit into my tool, my drilling tool, which I love. It won't. So yeah, it won't fit. So I think adding like a, I was thinking of creating my own kind of like drill, but using like just using the hand, you know, because you could use it with your hands. And it works. Snap. Let's see. So one of my thicker wires. In here, so I gotta make it a bit more deeper so I could I don't know, maybe it'll work. I'm not sure. Okay, so I just finished doing the tool for my wire around there. I'm gonna, you know, sand this smoother so I don't get cuts and such, but this is for my hand. And it's gonna be interesting using this. I already used it. I rounded one of my like jewelry that I was playing with around. And like this one, this is sharp. You see the difference. This one is more rounder. This one is more flatter. This is an awesome tool, and I needed this because I was using sandpaper to round up the wires edges, but this one is more convenient. But I will make this metal instead of wood, so I could put it in my drill bit, my drill, my electrical drill, and just use it. But I think I could use it, you know, for a very long period of time. See the little cup? This is for 16 and smaller gauges of wire. Yeah, this works. I am packing already. I have it all in white, but it will have like little tags. Like I love like packages like this. Like it's all wrapped up and it feels like you have a lot of stuff there. I'll put the light on. Yes. So I have a lot in here. And this is a sample package for my partner in this business, who is an illustrator and a very awesome best friend, you could say, is my sister. So I created different packages. It's all covered up, so it makes it really fun when you open it. It's like a gift. But I'm gonna tag it up like that. It's gonna have like a little stamp on it. and it's very basic. So that's what I'm working on. OMG! I'm starting sewing, doing my fringes. I was not feeling it that day. I remember it was just like a regular day, let me smile and sew. And I was trying out the clothes. I was like, let me see. I lost the weight, you know, during COVID. We all lost weight a little bit. So, but yeah, these are all the items that I've created, samples, um, things that I want to use, like those bottle caps that are there. Um, I want to do like little pies and stuff, like little cute magnet stuff like that. But this is 2020. This is August. Vlogs. So I was very busy, pushing myself and figuring out how to make jewelry with fabrics, making ribbon earrings, making keychains, using shrink plastic, using resin. Uh, I know how to use tools, but I didn't know how to use the materials. So like bending wires, making ribbon wires. It all of this was so weird to me that I was able to do this, but I didn't know how to do it. I even checked on YouTube University, and I learned a lot. I was like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. Oh, I could hammer wires, how to strengthen them when you hammer it in certain points of the wires. I learned a lot, and it's a lot of information, and I like that. That's how my brain works. It's just constantly curious of working on things. Oh yeah, this was my favorite, making phone cases, kawaii, cuteness, playing with it. I still have that phone case. I don't know what kind of phone it is. Uh and I have it there. So if you know what phone case is that for that phone, just let me know and we could, you know, talk about it and I could just, send it to you. It's supposed to be chocolate, bananas, and cupcakes and meringues and stuff like that. So the things that I have there, those are for jewelry, but mainly polymer clay, putting beads and little cuteness on it. But then also for the phone case, I still have those materials. Like I don't like I know how to take care of my materials to the point that I don't have to use it all the time. And also, like I said, I was not selling anything. I was just mainly more just learning how to do it, but I was motivated to like sell, like how I was selling my polymer clay. I was doing music, creating clay art and selling them, and that was my thing. So now I'm playing with other materials that I always wanted to. And yeah, I got so motivated, and it was watching uh a lot of studio vlogs, and I'm like, what? Like this is what's going on? I didn't know that, it was like that on YouTube, but I always thought about it just for my own personal reasons. So, yeah, again, I wasn't feeling it, but I was feeling of creating more things. So this is for holding items so you could solder. So I'm making like a little platform with plaster, and I made one already using those paper cups, creating like a little vase. And I still have that little vase or vase, whichever you want to call it. But it was for like decoration. And I've never painted it, haven't spray painted. I just wanted to check if it creates a lot of mold. So it's still good. 5 years. I have that. But think I threw that away because it was still like it was flaky. It didn't have the right measurements. It had too much of the plaster. So I don't know. Or maybe it was just too wet. So it needed more plaster. I don't know how it is. But that one, I threw it away. I did like two of them. I think no, three. So you see that one? Strong. And I used a paper cup to be the mold. So I used two of them so it could look like that. And it worked. So I I have it. I use it for soldering, like cleaning the nail which is used to solder. I don't know too much of the technical terms of all these tools and art and painting and all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. I just do it. I'm a doer. I don't define. But if I need to, I know how to find it. Let's put it like that. So yeah, I just enjoy knowing all of this. So I hope you could do it too. You don't have to be all technical, but you should know the technical stuff when you perform these kind of skills. So yeah, um, this was very motivating, and I had so much fun making this, even though it didn't last. That thing hardened super quick when I added the water, and I didn't have enough time to put those dowels. I think that's how you say it inside the plaster mix. And yeah, it was just too late, as you gonna be able to see. And I was like, well, whatever. I kept going, and you learn from your failures. Let's put it like that. I learned a lot. I failed a lot with jewelries, things that I would not sell. But if let's say like certain materials with wires, I don't like certain wires that are like copper, or it has a hint of zinc in it, that it will turn your ears green and your ears are itchy. I don't like that. I just don't. So I would still keep it for samples, but I will not sell it to people. I will use it for myself. And the way to protect your ears is putting nail polish. I was thinking about resin, but then I heard about that, if you don't cure it properly and you have that liquid on your ear, it reacts. So I just deal with regular nail clear polish, and that's it. Onto the wire earrings or fishhook earrings. And that's what I do. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos because I really posted this video. I posted the videos a long time ago when I was doing this. It was in a YouTube channel, Amari's Here, but I just got so overwhelmed that I just like closed that up. And it looked super cool, like the vibes and everything. But then I changed it. I was like, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna continue recording and I'm not gonna post. I'm just gonna do this until I'm ready to post. And oh my gosh, I've done so much and I've learned so much. So I'm just gonna share with you guys, and it's free information. Um, I hope you enjoy it and learn as well on your own. And yeah, have a great time. I think this mixture was too liquidy though. Going back to the video, I think the mixture was too liquidy. I don't know. I don't know what I did. Yeah. So I do remember what I did wrong. And it was because I I basically left and then I came back and I forgot. So yeah. But the mixture when it solidified, it wasn't white. It was like very chalky and brittle. So I knew it didn't look right. As you can see, like it just don't look right. The color. So it turned white, but it was just like not right. You know, it didn't look right. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this. I really, really do. As usual. All right. We're gonna continue on. Okay. All right. So right now, I'm promoting my booklet, mi librositos. I am creating those. I've been testing it out, like I said, plenty of times of 2020. So I love making books, making notepads, memo pads, and I like challenging myself and challenging the materials that I'm using to see how far I could go. So at the moment, I am working on that. I am planning to get a printer that can print 12 by 12 papers so I can make different designs for the booklets. But for now, I'm going to start with the regular paper that we have of the size, but not the thickness. So I need to, well, I do have the thicker paper, laminating, sheets, all that good stuff. But I ain't worried about that. What I'm more worried about is the printing and how it's going to look like because I loved sewing. This one, this booklet right here, I did not sew it. What I did was I did it by hand and I was threading it by hand. But then later on with the other booklets, I just used my sewing machine and oh my gosh, I should have done it a while ago at the time. So now that I gained that skill that I could sew books together, it's perfect. And it goes through and easy with no issues. So with the quick cut, you have a sewing machine, or if you want to do it like the memo pads that you gotta glue it and you gotta you know, have it between two wood boards. I don't know how you call it, but giving it a pressure so it could be stable and more even. And you need a cutting paper as well. I have the heavy duty one, the industrial one, I think. I don't know how they call it, but it's the hand crank one that everybody uses. And I loved it. When I got it, I was so happy. Just don't go cheap when it comes to getting all of these. Polymer clay is not cheap. The metals are not cheap. Get everything. If you're going to invest with the best. And find different best kind of materials as well. And also see if you could make it yourself. And that will be even better because, it's possible. If you could make ceramics from clay out of the ground, and paper out of trees, you could do a lot of cool things and it will be amazing and sustainable for you as a business person, or you just want to do it because you want to be prepared. So, yeah, either way, just learn how to do things. So, right here, I'm writing the goals, and you can see the sneak peek of what I'm going to be doing. Well, been doing. So, I I'm having too much fun doing this voiceovers and seeing the videos is really fun. But yeah, I did all of that and it was amazing. So yeah, I told you. You see how it just don't look right. See, it looks like a piece of chalk. So, and it was powdery. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you see that? Nah, it didn't came out proper. So I let that go. I was like, forget about it. I'm gonna use it for a little bit, but then I saw that it was just flaky and powdery. Nah, it was just garbage to me. So I let that go. And yeah, like I said, you're gonna fail sometimes. You just gotta keep it moving. But I would do this again and do the proper ratio. I still have the tools. I'm not gonna throw that away. So it was it works. So not a big deal. You can see my face. I'm just like I did it, but yeah. You see, I wiped my finger. Yeah, it was like a no. So yeah, I've wanted to do this, right? Dainty pals onto the products. So I started making stencils and yeah, Cricut is so much fun. And I was testing out the paper and when I saw that Cricut cut the white section of those holographic sheets, sticker sheets, I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna use it for the business. I'm just gonna use it for myself. But then I got the idea at that moment. I was like, oh, I could just make, use Dainty Pals, create little logos and put them on the polymer clay items, onto the booklets, onto anything that is of Dainty Pals. And I'm gonna do that. I still got more sheets, and we're gonna we're gonna place them in keychains, um, earrings, but my my goal is mainly keychains because I'm doing the how you call it, the shakers but without water. I'm just gonna do the polymer clay in it with little cute images, little figurines inside, shakers, keeping it simple and adorable. And I'm going to put the logo in the back of my keychain because what I'm doing is my own molds and creating it to turn it into a silicone mold, and I could use it for resin shakers. Um, Processing. I don't know how you want to name it or call it, but yeah, that's the goal here. I've been busy watching all of this. Oh my gosh. I'm like amazed, like, dang, I did that, I did this. Oh, I gotta finish doing that. I like making the videos too because it will keep me um in the proper like focused in what I supposed to do or what I need to update. And yeah, I've been on point. Like this is a big journey. And man oh man, it's a lot to do. But yeah, here I was testing out something that I used to do um way before doing YouTube video and showcasing my abilities. But here I'm playing around with the plaster, making flowers, and I just had an idea like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna play with these plaster flowers. Playing with the plaster, pouring it into my flower mold, and it worked. A few were, messed up, and then you could see that I'm separating them. And I'm gonna use them up. Shoot, why not? And I still have them. I love them. It's super fun to use them. I was thinking like, oh, I could do like little plaster flowers and then, you could just paint it yourself, get acrylic paint and just make different colors. Like a coloring book, but with your material. Like it could be earrings and then the flowers are plaster flowers and you could paint them because they're porous and you could keep them. You just make your own colors. Obviously, there's some people who don't know how to color, but this is your own. And me, I prefer you do you. So I had fun making my own. I had all these frames because I did a custom made or like a custom order of a polymer clay Tweety Bird. Maybe I will post it up here. And yeah, it was cute. It was for a friend of mine, a childhood friend of mine, and she liked Tweety Bird. So I was like, oh, I know how to make them onto a frame, and she could just keep it. But that was like my first time ever, and the foot broke. She told me, and I was like, oh, I could fix it. You just gotta give it to me. And she was like, no, no worries. Um, but yeah, you just learn. You just gotta, make the mistakes. Um, but I discounted, because I told her like, you could just give me $5 or $7. It's I really am learning how to do these things and how to do it professional. So I'm always playing with different materials. So this is basically me playing with materials and getting ideas. Um, and then I learned that people were making like beautiful, portraits, um, 3D. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is going to be another thing that I want to do. Like, whenever I move out of here, because the apartment, it's not, for that. So, like, ventilation, I mean, like, if I had another apartment, shoo, that would be like the office place, and I could do some plastering, art design, and stuff, playing with resin, playing with, different types of beautiful elements. Um, my brain is kicking right now. So at this moment, this is something that I love, and this is for the music side. So, merch and me as a business beginner person, I wanted to make something different. I don't want my merch to look like whack. Oh, it's a shirt. here's a pic and a sticker. No, I was like, I want to sell earrings. Pick earrings. These pics need to look super cool and super unique. So I've made different ones that I sold and it was a big hit. And then I made this one with different colors, different pigments, different glitters. And I am going to do this one consistently because I love crystals. I never had crystals. So I was like, well, I can't have it. So might as well create it. And that's what I did. An eggplant that looks like a glove. Those are papaya seeds. I'm making chicken broccoli and beef broccoli. So get that. So I'm recreating my Yamoso fruit tart. Cutie tart. So I have to make the, let me see if I can focus. So I made this as a keychain. So I'm not doing a keychain this time. I'm doing a little cute collection, like a little toy figurine that you could have and play with. So I'm creating something that I've done before, like literally cooked it. So I got inspired. This is a laying down, laying on the stomach, relaxing. Like I don't know if you ever seen dogs. They lay down their stomach just to keep their tummy cool. Babies do that. Even regular people do it too, laying on your stomach. So this is what it reminds me of. So yeah, I had a lot of fun creating the Yamoso melon tart, fruit tart, and I'm working on that. I'm gonna bring it up on, I think I'm gonna bring it in the spring, the little collection that I've been working on. But I do have the Yamosos that I did in this time, and it was fun to make. Super adorable. I had fun. I had so much fun, and I hope you guys had fun watching.